down. Let's move on to this, shall we? Today is the day. Woo! The tickets for Deadpool and Wolverine have gone on sale and are available now. Now, of course, we weren't able to do what we wanted to do, which was a ticket watch, because they dropped the tickets at 6 a.m. this morning. Which, by the way, was a really smart move on their part. Because with things like No Way Home, even Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, obviously with the Avengers, they had a bunch of problems with tickets, people having to wait in queues and all that kind of stuff. You do it 6 a.m. in the morning, you'll get a slow trickle in and it'll build up. And from what I understand, there haven't been any problems. So Deadpool and Wolverine go on sale. And by the way, they dropped a new poster. Take a look at this. That I really like with the announcement of the tickets going on sale. Very simple, but very effective. Like, I really do like this poster a lot. They also released what they called a new teaser trailer, which is literally 5 seconds of footage that we haven't seen before. Everything else stuff we've had before. Just with that last line about, just a minute, I'm almost finished. Finished doing what? Getting my knife out of your ass. Like that was funny. That was really good. But how did the ticket sales do at 6 a.m. in the morning? Well, here's the deal. Ann and I got up and we decided, okay, the first screenings are at 3 p.m. So we decided to start looking across. Now, we got our tickets because we were up at 6. But as of about an hour ago, these are the movie theaters all within about 20 miles of us with those first 3 p.m. screenings. First, we look at AMC Burbank 16. Woo-hoo. Sold out. By the way, I define sold out as if nothing but front row and single seats are still available. Yeah. I consider that sold out. There is 2 single seats available in the first 2 rows. So AMC Burbank 16 sold out. My movie theater, the AMC Tyler Galleria in Riverside, sold out.
Yep.
AMC Dine-In Ontario Mills, sold out. Let's see. Victoria Gardens, AMC Victoria Gardens. We still got, let me refresh this. We still got a couple of seats in the second row that are still available. So we got 5 seats in the second row still available.
Yeah.
We look over at the AMC Dine-In Theater. Got a couple in the first few rows available. We look at the AMC Tustin 14. Got 3 seats available in the second row. And we go to the AMC Orange 30, sold out with 2 seats available in the second row.
What about IMAX?
I didn't look at the IMAX. I was just going through and looking at the first thing. But if I wanted to go through, and let's say I wanted to go to the Tyler Galleria, and I want to look at Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay, you know what? No, let's go to the AMC Burbank 16, which is a more reflective. And I'm looking for Deadpool and Wolverine, and we'll go to the first. That's weird. The first IMAX screening is until 10 p.m.
Oh.
Is that
like
Thursday?
Thursday. Yeah, the Thursday
Well, because they're doing 3D before.
Oh,
that.
right. 3D is useless. So what's their first Dolby Cinema screening? 6:15 p.m. And I remember there's a 3 p.m. showing, so that's already sold out. So for their 6 p.m. one, a couple in the first, there's some seats in the first 2 rows.
Out of curiosity, though, how many went for the 3D? Because it is a 4 p.m. and
I wouldn't go for 3D, but I'll take a look. IMAX 3D, I don't think there's going to be many.
Yeah,
well, about half sold.
It's good, but not great.
In the IMAX 3D.
I think 3D hurt it.
I am definitely not going to a 3D screening.
There you go.
The 10 p.m. screening.
There's the real G's.
Holy crap. At 10 p.m.? Anyway.
That's going to be the most rock and roll screening.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or the 3 p.m. screenings are going to be the one of the most diehards, the one who got up the earliest to go get their tickets. Point is, with tickets going on sale at 6 a.m., there are already screenings across the country selling out. Now, one of the things I do want to point out, though, there are a lot of screenings. Check this out. So, this is just that opening Thursday.
Right.
Look at all these screenings.
That's a lot of screens, man.
Look at all these screenings. I have no doubt because this one theater is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 25. There are going to be 29 screenings of Deadpool and Wolverine on the first day, just at the AMC Burbank 16. 29 screenings. So I have no doubt if you're in the Burbank area and you want to go see Deadpool and Wolverine, the movie is still over 2 months away. I think you're probably safe for the next day or two. You can probably get tickets for day one if you want them with 29 screenings. But all the early ones are now sold out, which is kind of crazy. Guys, we want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Liquid IV. You know, it seems like summer's just designed to make us thirsty, whether it's camping, hiking, playing sports, and staying hydrated is the key to making the most of every moment. Because summer requires extraordinary hydration that's built for everyday dehydrating moments. Liquid IV hydrates you with benefits like electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients. With 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, plus 8 vitamins and nutrients in a single stick, it's clearly why Liquid IV is the #1 powdered hydration brand in America. It has 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink. Just tear, pour, and live more. Just 1 stick plus 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. With 8 vitamins and nutrients, non-GMO and free from gluten, dairy, and soy. There's no artificial colors or sweeteners, and it's got 4 delicious sugar-free flavors: white peach, green grape, raspberry melon, and lemon lime. So turn your ordinary water into extraordinary hydration with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code Campea at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code Campea at liquidiv.com. Anyway, Rob, you're seeing these numbers. Screening selling out already, with a movie that is still over 2 months away, which makes me wonder why they're selling the tickets this early. Anyway, what's your first thoughts about all this?
This movie's going to make a lot of money.
Oh, yes.
Now,
Yes,
John, this isn't surprising that people, I mean, obviously, this is a film that everybody's waiting to see. I understand why. You've got almost 25 years, say 20 years of Fox's X-Men franchise. A lot of movies there. Combined, and Deadpool combined over with the MCU and cameos galore and whatever the chewy center of this movie is going to be. There's no reason why people shouldn't be excited. My question to you is, how much money is this movie going to make? What do you think the opening weekend's going to be? Judging after seeing, obviously, the reaction 2 months out.
Before I answer that, just you can bring this up, Jonathan. This is the second day's. The IMAX is almost, the main middle section's already sold out. The front section's all the thing. That's the second day of the thing being open. All right. Again, how much money this movie is going to make overall is going to be completely dependent on how good the movie is.
Yep.
Right? Like, we all agree with that.
100%.
Right?
For the repeaters.
So, like, if the movie is crap, which I have a hard time believing it will be, but if it is, there have been a lot of movies we've been excited about that turn out to be garbage. So it is possible that this movie is garbage. So if this movie's garbage, there'll be a significant difference than if it's amazing and people go back to see it 3 or 4 times. By the way, Ann and I already have our tickets for 3 p.m. and 6:15 p.m. on that opening day. Wow. We're going to go see it twice opening day. That being said, if the movie is awesome, it joins the $1 billion club. I've been saying that from day one. I have I feel very, very comfortable saying it. If this movie is really good, let's just say on par with the average of Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2, this movie makes $1 billion. I think the audience is dying to have a comic book movie they love again.
I agree.
And this could be it, especially after my second viewing of Madam Web the other day. Which we talked about on Open Mic yesterday. Now, so the bigger question becomes, which you take out of the equation, how good is the movie? If you take that out, then we're looking at opening weekend. I think this has $150 million opening weekend. I think this has a monster opening weekend. I mean, not Avengers opening weekend, not Spider-Man No Way Home opening weekend, but I think this movie has a monstrous opening weekend of $150 million. And again, if the movie is good,
yes,
this is a $1 billion film. How do you see it?
With you. I feel the same way. I think it might even do more if it's good than 150 million. I think it could be enormously huge. My only worry about this film is, the first Deadpool movie, for all of its humor, was actually a good film.
Oh yeah,
it had a romance.
Movie.
It had a interesting pathos. It had great comedy, but it really worked. The action was great. It was stripped down. It was a $65 million movie. Our boy Tim did a great job directing it. Really liked the film. Totally fresh. I hope this is a good film. I hope it doesn't get too bogged down in the multiverse of it all, the cameos of it all, the gimmicks of it all. If it doesn't have something at its core that stands apart from all of that gobbledygook, it isn't going to work. And that's my only fear for the film.
You know why I feel okay about it now? Because I agree with you, but you know what makes me feel okay? Seeing the trailer and the footage that we saw at CinemaCon.
Right, which I didn't see.
Even in the midst, but they do hint at it in the trailers. In the midst of all the technical term gobbledygook
it is technical.
Of multiverse and whatever, at its core, the way they clearly showed us that this movie is framed, this is about Deadpool trying to save the people he loves.
Right, which is great.
Which takes us back really to the DNA of the first film, right?
Yeah.
So this is all about, at the heart of it, this is about Deadpool trying to save the people he loves and doing whatever it is he needs to do to accomplish that. So I feel good about that. By the way, I've needed to read this. Marvel and Disney, not Ray Ora, Disney has put out a new official synopsis for Deadpool and Wolverine from Disney. This is what it reads. Marvel Studios presents their most significant mistake to date. Deadpool and Wolverine. A listless Wade Wilson toils away in civilian life, his days as the morally flexible mercenary Deadpool behind him. When his home world faces an existential threat, Wade must reluctantly suit up again with an even more reluctantliest. He must convince a reluctant Wolverine to fuck. Synopsises are so fucking stupid. That comes to us from Disney.
And so begins one of the greatest marketing campaigns in the history of cinema.
Here's the thing. We are still 2 months away from this movie coming out. I brought it up earlier. I don't even know why they put the tickets on sale already. I mean, why not wait another 3 or 4 weeks? I don't know. But I mean, I think they are just starting. To your point, Rob, I think they are just starting to ramp this up. And we did our video the other day about the cameos. Listen, the cameos are not going to make this movie good.
No.
Right? The cameos are going to be quick little things in there. I personally think half the cameos in the movie are going to be Wade going around trying to recruit other multidimensional versions of heroes to try to come and help him save his world. And he ultimately has to settle with a broken down Wolverine. I don't know that that's the case. I'm just guessing. But I mean, whether there's 100 cameos or 2 cameos in it, that's not going to make the movie good or bad. What's going to make the movie good or bad is if it's good or bad, right? And the cameos will either be funny little moments or they're going to be novelty distractions. I mean, whatever. So that's not the case. But I mean, I think you're right. I think they're just starting to get going on how big of a marketing campaign this is going to be. I think they got some wild stuff. Did you see the, by the way, Ryan Reynolds just did a video interview on some red carpet yesterday, and he was talking about Hugh Jackman. Did you see that? No. Guy asks him, Ryan, I remember talking to Hugh Jackman years ago around Logan. He said he was done as Wolverine. He's putting the claws away. He's not playing Wolverine again. How did you bring him back? And Ryan Reynolds goes, well, first, I think we should point out the obvious, that Hugh Jackman is a fucking liar. He is at his basest, just doesn't even know how to tell the truth. He's just a liar. Which, again, if we can get 2 months of that, I am so completely down. I'm done for this. So let's get opening weekend box office predictions. Jonathan, opening weekend box office prediction, even though we're 2 months out from the movie, and we'll probably ask this question again 3 or 4 times between now and then. But now an early opening weekend box office projection for Deadpool and Wolverine.
160.
160, Ray.
172.
172, Rob.
168.
168. Okay, so we're going from 150 to 172. Guys in the live chat, go ahead and throw yours in. Hank Dunn is saying 150. Michael Gonzalez is saying 180. Global CPUI is saying 200. Listen, I've heard other people say 200 million. Joe Adonis is saying 212. Oh, Dondi is saying 300. Come on. No. It ain't going to be 300. By the way, save that clip in case it does open to 300. It ain't going to open to 300. So a lot of between, like, I'm seeing the lows around 120, the highs around 200. So it looks like there's a definitive window in there. I don't know. Guys, question is for you. What do you think? The tickets for Deadpool and Wolverine are now on sale. With the number of screenings there are, there's, even with other screenings selling out, there's still tickets for you to get for opening day if you want. If not opening week, I know Jonathan's got his tickets for the Sunday.
Yep.
What are you guys doing? Have you got your tickets already? How many you're planning to get? I'm going to see it twice on opening day. Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.